Hi everyone, welcome to round 2 of Friday Night Modern here at GameSwap, brought to you by Top Deck Productions. For this round we got Luke Borgemenke on Mardu Pyromancer versus Justin Blackburn on Bogles.
And we know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why did we do this?
I am thinking that. Why did we do this?
And the answer is
Mardu Pyromancer sweet?
Well, that too. But the second part of the answer is we were coerced.
Oh, we were coerced.
Justin Blackburn said, please put me on camera. I'm playing a sweet deck that I never play.
Wow.
And then, so he was basically lying.
Okay, fair.
About the deck he never plays.
That's
part.
fair.
It is sweet, though.
Yeah. Well, Mardu Pyromancer is sweet.
Yeah, Mardu Pyromancer is pretty sweet. Very sweet mid-range deck that's new to the format.
Leading off with the Marsh Flats, decided not to crack it after initially thinking about cracking it. I believe these players know each other, so Luke will know what Justin is doing.
I don't think that so I've tried to familiarize myself with all the popular lists in Modern. I could be wrong, but I don't think anyone actually plays Marsh Flats in Mardu Pyromancer.
Why?
I'm pretty sure all of the Mardu... So they're like 18 to 20 land decks, and you play a lot of Black Cleave Cliffs.
Yeah.
And then you play black fetches and red fetches.
Well, I guess.
But I don't think anyone really... I could be wrong, but I don't think I've seen a Mardu Pyromancer list yet that actually has Marsh Flats in it. Someone tell me I'm wrong.
I will look that up for you.
It seems weird, but I think you either run 0 or like 1. So that might be the lonely Marsh Flats.
So Justin did have turn 1 Boggle-like creature, not of course.
Yeah,
not
so
the
Luke already lost
Boggle.
the game.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Let's wrap it up. Go to game 2.
Remove this. He probably can't. Doubt he has main deck damnation.
Yeah, I mean, Luke's got plenty of good answers for this matchup, namely the hand disruption. But if Justin just like sticks a ley line in game 2 or something, could be pretty bad. Oh, Luke is also playing a Liliana of the Veil. That's also not popular in Mardu Pyromancer. I think Luke is playing a more traditional style Mardu mid-range deck.
All right, so this Mardu Pyromancer, the first list on MTG Goldfish, has 4 Marsh Flats in it.
Okay, well they're dumb.
Okay.
So
we'll look at the next one.
All right, try another one.
All right. Yeah, the Fatal Push is not doing much, so thankfully Luke is discarding that to.
Yeah, Faithless Looting is a nice way to cycle.
Yeah, you're right. This list does not have any Marsh Flats.
Told you. I mean, it's really not popular.
It has wooded foothills though, so that seems just strictly worse.
Well, you want red. No, you want red fetches.
Oh, okay.
It's this. Yeah, you want red fetches in the deck. You want black and red. Because the deck really isn't white.
So here we got a Thoughtseize. This is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, you take.
He has to take the Coronet, but
yeah, if
these Ethereal Armors are going to get very large.
This is not a good hand that Justin has here. Luke might just be able to steal this with the Liliana.
That's true. Lily of the Veil is a good answer.
If Justin,
probably the only answer he has.
I mean, I assume Justin has the wherewithal to play Wooded Foot or Windswept Teeth and try to fetch for a Dryad Arbor in response to Liliana. But I'm not sure if Justin has sniffed that out yet.
Yeah, Justin might just drop 2 Ethereal Armors onto this.
Yeah, I mean, that would be.
I would swing the game.
That'd be like the no knowledge nonsense play to do, but he's going for it.
Unless he just gets Dryad. No, he's looking at Plains.
No. Yeah, he's gonna get blown up by this Liliana. Luke has a Blood Crypt in hand. Oh man, Luke is just sitting here like pretending that he's like oh jeez,
man, how am I gonna kill this Hexproof creature?
Man, and Justin had a clear line to play around this, but not respecting it.
So while I did say these players know each other, I don't think Justin is familiar with what Luke is playing. Because Luke usually plays Mill or 8-Rack.
Well, like I said about Luke's deck here, I mean, no one plays Liliana and Mardu Pyromancer. So even if Justin knew that Luke was playing Pyromancer today, he probably wouldn't play around Liliana. I mean, that's just not a thing. All right.
So we're in here for 5.
Here comes the 4-for-1.
It's a 3-for-1, right?
Well, kind of. Depends on how you conceptualize it.
All right. Well,
that's pretty good. Pretty good.
That's probably game 1.
I mean, Justin, you gotta leave back that Windswept Teeth for the Dryad. Maybe he's not playing Dryad Arbor. Not everybody does.
Yeah, that's true.
This is the time to play it.
Well,
Hallowed Fountain.
Spirit Mantle definitely doesn't seem.
What are we playing? An Aqueous form or something?
Luke has double Kolaghan's Command, Collective Brutality. Collective Brutality.
Those are both good cards in the mat. I mean,
well, no, Brutality is basically dead.
Well, no, the Brutality is not dead because these decks do play Path.
Sure, I guess.
And Kolaghan's Command is just solid for the discard mode.
Yeah.
And also to kill things like a Core Spirit Dancer or make your opponent discard a card.
So there's currently no creatures in Luke's graveyard to get back with K-Command, but he can cause Justin to discard a card, and I guess he's just going to nug him for 2.
Okay, discards the path.
Yeah, he just does 2 to him. All right.
So now the Collector Brutality is kind of dead.
Yeah.
But Justin, is Justin playing Howl? Is that a Hallowed Fountain?
Yeah, I think
playing Geist of Saint Draft.
No, it's probably for Stubborn Denial. Because I think I've seen him playing those.
That seems kind of loose, but I guess I could get behind
Actually, no,
that.
it definitely is, because one time he lent me his deck to play a match, and I remember he had Stubborn Denials.
That doesn't seem like what the deck wants to be doing, but you never know. I'd rather play Mana Tithe or something.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
I mean,
so
Mana Tithe is...
Luke discard... Wow. Justin just discarded back-to-back paths. Luke discards Collective Brutality, and now Luke has the Bedlam Reveler.
Oh, baby. Woo.
Which I believe the last card in Justin's hand is a...
Justin, can you please scoop already?
A Spirit Mantle.
We've got this Liliana at 3 loyalty. If the Liliana were not at 3 loyalty, you wouldn't have to scoop because there's some chance you could play a Boggle, equip it, and get back in there and get another creature online. But
there's Spirit Mantle. Discarded to Thoughtseize.
Yeah,
and
Justin just has no win cons
Yeah, Justin,
left.
I don't think can possibly win. The only way he could possibly win this is if he had like Boggle plus Cartouche plus Fetch for Dryad Arbor to make a soldier.
But he'd have to accumulate those cards,
Right,
and he
right.
can't accumulate cards through the. I mean, there's just no way for Justin to win.
So there's Stubborn Denial, which I correctly identified as the blue card. And we got a flashback Faithless Looting from Luke's end. And yeah, Justin's probably should just scoop him up at this point.
I just don't.
I mean, even the Reveler itself is like a 2-turn clock. It's got prowess, so any spells Luke casts is gonna. Yeah, so this turn the Reveler gets in for 5 with the prowess trigger. Next, or I'm sorry, 4. It's a 3/4 base, so it gets in for 4 with the prowess trigger.
What if Foothills for Justin?
What if Foothills is not great? But here's Rabblemaster and Bolt. So that's almost lethal. You can do 4,
1, 2,
7,
3,
and 1. You can
4,
do 8 damage
5.
this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's Rabblemaster. You might as well just Bolt. I take up Lily, yep.
You could just tick down Lily too for fun.
That's true.
You know, the more you know, the more you calls.
All right, Justin's reading the numbers. Going to drop to 2 here. And barring Hour of Revelation, which he doesn't have enough mana to cast, not sure Justin's going to get out of this one.
He'd have to fetch Shock with his Wooded Foothills to get a white source.
And then also have enough permanence in play to... Yeah, we're just screwing that up.
All right, there you go, Justin. So I'm not. So let me tell you about the Stubborn Denial thing. I don't fully understand splashing blue for that reason. Bogles loses to spells in game 1, but games 2 and 3 you have a lot of good answers to spells, things like Gaddock Teague, stuff like that. What Bogles really loses to is creature decks that are bigger and faster. Things like elves, things like merfolk, things that can get unblockable or go off more quickly than you can, and that will overflow, past you without interaction. That's what Bogles loses to. I don't really understand. Stubborn Denial does not help you hedge against Thoughtseize or Inquisition.
Right.
It kind of helps you against Liliana, but you have way more elegant ways to play around that. In white-green, Cartouche of Solidarity, Dryad Arbor. I mean, all these.
It helps against Wraths, but you have the Totem Armors for those.
Yeah, Totem Armors are. I do not understand what Stubborn Denial is.
It could be, it does hinder your opponents in some ways, I guess. Like maybe it's good against Storm or Adnaz or something, but
Bogles plays Path because Path is a free interaction you get in white.
Right.
Stubborn Denial plus Path means you have that many, you have that many less auras. If you wanted to play Stubborn Denial and Path, why not just play Mana Tithe, which serves both purposes? I mean, Mana Tithe counters all spells, plays the gimmicky purpose of
being a one-mana counter.
Yeah. I mean, I just maybe someone's
unless there might be other blue cards that Justin wants his access to as well.
I'm hoping there's Geist of Saint Draft or Aqueous Form or one of those blue auras that's not terrible. I could even see like Ordeal of Thassa being okay.
Ojutai.
Ojutai. I don't know about Ojutai.
That's the biggest Boggle.
I don't know about Ojutai. The biggest Boggle. Yeah, I can't get behind that. But maybe he's got Aura Swap and Eldrazi Conscription.
He could have that.
What's that Aura Swap
that
called?
seems very unlikely. It's called Aura Swap.
No. The mechanic is called Aura Swap, but the card
the card's called Arcanum Wings.
Arcanum Wings, that's right.
That is a blue card, but I don't think he's going that easy.
You could have Curiosity, but of course Curiosity is just color-shifted Keen Sense, or vice versa, really. But
Actually, they printed a new-esque Curiosity in Rivals of Ixalan.
Well, that card's blue, right?
Yep, one blue.
So that's a reason to actually when that was first spoiled, I immediately texted a friend of mine who plays Bogles in Indianapolis, and told him, hey, this might make ban Bogles real because this card is so good. For those of you who didn't see it, it's a literal Keen Sense.
It's called Curious Obsession.
Yeah, but you have to sack it if you don't have raid. But in a Bogles deck, you should be able to play it to where you don't have to sack it to the non-raid effect.
Right.
So it's basically just a Curiosity that also gets +1/+1, which is a big deal because the reason that you can't play 4 Keen Sense in this Bogles deck anymore, people used to do it. You used to play 2 to 4 Keen Sense in Bogles, but you can't get away with it anymore because there are just so many board wipes that are good these days. Anger of the Gods, Flaying Tendrils, Kozilek's Return. There's so many good board wipes that your early auras have to give power and toughness. But Curious Obsession is a hell of a card. I mean, because the Keen Sense effect is incredible, the Curiosity effect. But with I mean, that's so much value for 1 mana. Incredible card. So maybe Justin's playing that. I would hope so. I hope the blue is not just for Stubborn of the Nile.
So as Luke shuffled his deck there, I saw he brought in some Surgical Extractions. What do you think about
Luke
that
brought in
against
Surgical
Bogles?
Extraction?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that seems pretty loose. I know what he's trying to do, but that seems really not good.
Yeah.
If you made him discard the Boggle on turn 1, take the win.
Won.
Yeah, take that small win. Don't try to gimmick it with crappy cards. I mean,
right? Because then, I mean, it's likely he doesn't really have a lot of good. Like, I'm sure all the fatal pushes are out. Like, he doesn't really have.
Well, except for then you can get dicked on by a Core Spirit Dancer.
Yeah, but the rest of his removal deals with that. I'm saying like.
Like the bolts.
He probably has a bunch of dead cards.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure about Surgical.
So if I were Justin, here's why I don't like Surgical. If I were Justin, I would have brought in all the hexproof creatures I have. If I have a Geist in the sideboard, I'd bring it in. If I had the 2 Sealhana Ledgewalkers in the sideboard, I'd bring those in. Because I don't want to have 8 hexproof guys in this matchup against Liliana. I want to have 11 or 12 or 13 if I can.
Yeah.
And knowing that, or at least trying to predict that, Luke, I mean, that makes his Surgical way worse. It gets even worse the more creatures that Justin brought in. Because if you have to deal with 3 or 4 different hexproof threats, that Surgical is just actually worthless.
So Justin is taking a mulligan down to 5 here. This is something we often see with Bogles. If you don't have your Boggle in your opening hand, you basically just have to mulligan.
Yeah, you can very easily win the game with 4 or 5 cards.
And with only 8 of them in your deck, you're not always going to find them in the first few hands, which is an unfortunate reality of playing the deck. And part of the reason that it's not better than it is. Like it seems resilient.
The deck can fix its consistency problem with cards like Sealhana Ledgewalker or Invisible Stalker. You think Justin's playing Invisible Stalker with this blue splash?
I doubt it.
He should be. That's a nice reason to do it, because that's actually strictly. I mean, in this deck, assuming it has reliable access to blue mana, that card is essentially strictly better than Sealhana Ledgewalker.
Sure. So Justin kept his 5, which is pretty good for him.
Lead on the
Did he not have a Boggle? Well, we don't know.
Yeah, he might have it. He might go turn 2, fetch land, get a Invisible Stalker. That could be good.
Yeah, that's possible. But this is one of the few instances where being on the draw, Luke might be able to get the Boggle out of.
Yeah,
turn
1 Dryad Arbor is pretty bad here. If you're Luke, I either want a Hand Disruption or I'd be happy just to Lightning Bolt this thing.
Yeah.
The 1 mana Stone Rain.
And it looks like that's what he's going to do. We got a Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize seems good.
And that sees the only.
Oh. So Justin, if he wants to, can load up this Dryad Arbor if he draws another land.
Well, he can put the
Spider Umbra gives Totem Armor, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see. I mean, Justin really can't, without drawing another land, that play becomes so untenable because you have to tap the Dryad Arbor itself to put a Spider Umbra on it. It was a pretty sweet mold of 5. Or it was a mold of
5.
Yeah, it was a mold of 5. That's a sweet mold of 5.
Yeah, it's playable.
Playable, certainly.
If he had a regular land, it would have actually been pretty good.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But the Dryad Arbor really sent him back there. Well, we found that, so we can equip up our Dryad Arbor, and we're in there for 2.
Oh, I think it might be. I think you wanted to just tap the Dryad Arbor and put Spider Umbra on it.
Yeah, yeah. This is
because
not.
Now it can die. That's actually a.
Wow.
And I hate to say it, folks, but that's a terrible play by Justin. Right? I mean, he should have protected the Dryad Arbor with Spider Umbra. And just,
yeah.
Because
I mean, he could have put both of these things on it.
Yeah, exactly. All he did there was get 2 damage in.
Yeah.
And now he could have developed his board more.
And against a Mardu deck with
with all kinds of removal.
Yeah, so many removal spells.
Justin might have actually been able to win the game if he put Spider Umbra on this Dryad Arbor.
From our perspective, that's true, but Luke has a Blood Moon in hand, which would have shut all that down. So, right? Does Blood Moon affect Dryad Arbor? I don't want to mistake myself.
Yeah, it'll become a mountain.
Okay. Well, now we have the Spider Umbra on our 1/1 Warrior with Vigilance. So, this may be the least likely creature in the deck that you want to suit up.
Yeah.
The 1/1 Warrior token.
Dryad Arbor actually keeps its super type, right?
With the Blood Moon? I'm not sure.
I think it might not be a 1. Well, actually, I don't know. Does Blood Moon just kill a Dryad Arbor? It becomes a creature. It's a land creature that loses all abilities, and it's a 0/0 and dies? Or
no, it doesn't.
I think
it wouldn't lose. I think it's.
I don't think it's a 1/1 mountain.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think it's just a mountain.
Yeah, I think it just becomes a mountain.
I think it's a non-basic mountain, but that's weird because lands do keep
it becomes a 1/1 mountain that's green. Benjamin Barry says, so it remains as a creature. I guess. Yeah, I guess it doesn't change.
No, it has to remain a creature because
that
things keep their types. I mean,
that wouldn't make the auras fall off. That's actually really weird, huh?
Yeah, somebody in chat. Yeah,
he
becomes
said
1/1 mountain.
So Luke is.
I guess that sounds right to me. Yeah. I mean, I know that lands keep their, even through Blood Moon, lands keep their super types like legendary.
Yeah.
And so I think they also keep their types.
Luke is resolving his Faithless Looting here. Decides to discard Lingering Souls and Bedlam Reveler. He does have another land here, but no more plays this turn since for some reason. Okay, he's just gonna flashback Souls. Yeah, that's fine.
Not too good against the Spider Umbra.
It does give it reach, doesn't it? Yeah.
+1/+1 reach.
However, these 2 spirits can just block.
Justin might get lucky and still squeak this one out.
I think Justin has the Daybreak Coronet, right? Isn't that his last card?
Yeah, and he can put that on this, but then he still gets blown out by 2 removal spells. So who knows how this will work, though.
So we got our 5/5 Vigilance, Lifelink, First Striking, Reach, Warrior.
Yeah, not bad.
Wow. Luke is correctly not going to chump block yet. Probably has a way to remove it, but we'll see. No, he does decide to block. Okay, never mind. Change his mind.
I guess Luke just needs to buy himself time. I think you go ahead and cast Blood Moon next turn because it means Justin can't cast any green auras.
Right. Unless he has a better line. He has a Pyromancer in hand.
Pyro is okay, but it's only going to block for so long.
Yeah.
Until Justin finds a Trampler. I really do think that playing out Blood Moon is your best play here.
Looks like Luke is going to lead on.
Yeah, so if you find a land here, then you play a land.
He has a land in hand.
Yeah. Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, I think he only found 2 lands off of that. Justin is asking Luke to rearrange his exile and graveyard zones, which is reasonable. It's kind of hard to distinguish sometimes.
Yeah, Luke's just trying to scum him.
Sure.
In all seriousness, players that do not make it very clear that their exile piles and graveyard piles are, different. Like if your piles are touching each other, I just have to assume that you're being scummy until you tell me otherwise and correct it. I mean, there's just no reason to be that careless. It's such a big deal, and it's so easy to do that I just assume you're being a jerk or trying to cheat.
So Luke found another Faithless Looting, and he has Lightning Helix, Pyro, and Blood Moon in hand, but he can't cast any of them this turn since he's out of red mana. So
and I really would have preferred playing Blood Moon.
We got another. Wow.
If you'd have played Blood Moon, he couldn't have played that.
So here's another Spider Umbra. Do those work in Secession, or do both fall off simultaneously?
What?
The Spider Umbras. If you have multiple on a creature.
No, yeah. It only he has to destroy it an additional time now.
So it only
you got to get through each totem armor.
Well, this is a pretty resilient 1/1 Warrior with Vigilance, which is currently it's a 6/6 Warrior with Vigilance. Reach, Lifelink, And first strike. Does it have first strike? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I think
the
Daybreak
Cornet,
is first strike, vigilance, lifelink. I think +3/+3.
So I mean, Luke has a bunch of plays he can make, but he can't currently deal with this thing. He can flashback Faithless Looting. He can play Bedlam Revelers, but of course then he would have to discard his hand. He could play Blood Moon.
Should have played the Blood Moon last turn.
He could play Young Pyro. Yeah. It may be that he just plays Bedlam Reveler hoping to find Liliana, since that's probably his best out here. Yeah, looks like that's what he's thinking about.
All right.
I guess he doesn't only need to find Liliana. Even if he finds a removal spell that would help him
maybe
start.
Maybe a Crackling Doom.
Wow, a Crackling. That would be
Mario's
something.
favorite card from Standard.
Yeah, Dude Guy, I was curious about that. I'm not sure if he ended up discarding from that first. He played a Faithless Looting, but I didn't actually see if he discarded the cards to it. At this point, it didn't matter since he just discarded his hand. But you're right. I was a little curious about that. I just assumed maybe I missed it, but maybe he forgot. So he discarded his whole hand there. He drew into 2 Kolaghan's commands and another Faithless Looting, which don't really do much. I mean, he can get his creatures back with Kolaghan's command, but they're not great. Justin's not going to keep any cards in hand. As almost anything he draws, he'll be able to just put on his Boggle, so to speak, which is actually just this warrior with wings. And the funny thing is, yeah, if Luke had just played Young Pyro there instead of Bedlam Reveler, like, sure, maybe he takes a hit for a turn, but then every turn he can consistently make a blocker, which seems like a better line than discarding them all.
Not every turn. I mean, he's got some flashback Faithless Looting, but
yeah, which would draw him a lot of Leonard Filters draws quite a bit. If Justin has a way to give this guy trample or unblockable, that would be really
Rancor
really
or Spirit
strong.
Mantle would be nice right now. Or even just drawing a hexproof creature or a creature of any kind. Justin would like to draw a creature so that he's Liliana
insulate
proof.
against a sacrifice effect, right? Looks like he maybe just drew a land for turn. There's no point in keeping cards in your hand against. Well, I guess there's some minor points in that your opponent might waste a Kolaghan's command on you to discard a card, but.
All right, so I guess we're going to see the Faithless Looting. So if you're Luke here, I think you play out the Arid Mesa and fetch for a mountain and cast Faithless Looting with that. Yeah, I hope that's what he's doing. That's generally speaking the best play because 12 or 11 life doesn't change the clock here, most likely.
If I was Luke here, I would cast Kolaghan's command. I would get back my Young Pyro and make Justin discard a card.
I don't know. I think you just want to find a Liliana here and try to get the blowout potential.
It looks like he's going to go with the looting.
Yeah, now you have all your colors remaining since you got a basic mountain and you thinned your deck a slight amount.
So see what he finds. Young Pyro and Bolt.
Okay, so you could play out Young Pyro and Bolt.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Or you could flashback Faithless Looting right now, use the mana, try to dig for Liliana, and then play it next turn.
Sure. But that does give Justin another turn to get another creature.
Yes, it does. So tough choice.
Another cartouche.
Thing is, if you do flashback to Faithless Looting now, you can hold up Lightning Bolt in case the creature he draws off the top is boltable.
Yeah. Which it could be. He could find another cartouche or the core.
If Luke is playing more than 2 Lilianas, I actually kind of like the Faithless Looting main phase right here. If he's only playing 2 or 1.
Wow, so he discarded both Kolaghan's commands to...
Well, if you drew the Pyro, I guess you don't care.
Yeah, but, I mean, I guess. That allows him to get the...
Yeah, you can make his instant speed blocker here. It's not bad.
The Kolaghan's commands allow him to get the Pyromancers back, though, if they have to block.
Yeah, I'm not sure how relevant multiple Pyros is, though, because either way, it's just a chump block a turn, unless he finds Rancor, at which point there's probably no amount of tokens that you care about.
He's found something here. It's going to be a second Daybreak Coronet.
Well, still no trample, so that's fine.
Still not great against Lily. So here we're going to find a chump blocker, but Justin is going to gain 9 life here, I believe, and every attack. Yeah, it's 9. 9 is the total power and toughness of that creature. Yeah,
the sad thing is here, if we flashback Faithless Looting and get a token,
we can't even cast Lily this turn.
We get a token and block another turn, but we give just another out to draw Rancor or Spirit Mantle.
Yeah. Thoughtseized, that is not doing much. It makes a blocker, but you also do 2 damage to yourself.
Yeah, I guess you got to do it.
Right. Or you're
not going to block with the Pyro, so I really would have liked if Justin or if Luke cast Faithless Looting main phase last turn for flashback.
Yeah, so he's going to cast it here, so that we'll give him an elemental. And he finds Surgical. Not doing much.
Terrible.
And Goblin.
Why did he do that?
Goblin Rabblemaster, maybe?
Yeah, it's Rabblemaster.
Okay.
And another Thoughtseize.
Yeah, so we definitely do not want.
That's the same Thoughtseize.
I don't think we want Surgical. Yeah, discard both of those. That's why you're bringing your Surgicals to discard.
So you have things to discard. That's right.
Of course.
Yeah, folks. If you don't know, when you play cards like Faithless Looting or Goblin Lore, you want to make sure to bring in terrible cards, so that you have stuff that you don't mind discarding.
Yeah,
otherwise,
otherwise it just feels bad.
Yeah, you hate to discard good cards.
You're putting away all your good cards. Like that's not where you want to be.
So pro strats by Luke here. Patrick Aguilar's in the commentary quarters with us, and he's hating on Goblin Lore.
Which is actually quite played in
It was
Hollow
actually
One.
heavily played in Black Red or Jund Hollow One right now.
Yeah.
Card actually saw a surge in price. I tried to pick me up a playset of OG ones, and I was like, oh my god, they're $5 a piece.
Yeah. I think they're up even more now, like 8 or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Just try to get mine today.
Wow, so we got a Path for Young Pyro, which is fine.
The sad thing about playing Goblin Rabblemaster out
is that it can't block.
Yeah, you can't.
And you also just gain Justin 9 life.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. Because the goblins that Rabblemaster make are going to have to attack into this gigantic life-linking
But Goblin,
Boggle.
Rabblemaster himself doesn't have to attack,
Right.
which is nice, but he's just a Rabblemaster. You know, he sits back there rabbling them on.
No, it is a 1/1 warrior with vigilance.
Yeah. There is
the strangest Boggle.
Yeah. That's a dog. It's a doggle. He's playing doggles.
A doggle.
Where did he get that? That's an Arcade Post token, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't know Arcade Post did dogs.
Apparently.
It's pretty neat.
All right, so we'll see what Luke draws. I think he's out of Faithless Looting.
All right, here comes Liliana the
Actually,
Veil.
maybe not.
What if we watch this Liliana the Veil get stubborn annihilated?
That would be amazing. Lingering Souls.
Okay, Lingering Souls is solid.
Yeah, that gives
That's
some good
buy you
blockage.
some time, barring the Rancor Spirit Mantle draw.
Right. Yeah, that won't quite put the game away, as Luke has been able to block at 11 life here for a few turns, but
yeah, if you're Luke here, I think you just play out Hardcast Faithless Looting and Rabblemaster. Don't bother flashing
Hardcast
back.
Souls, you mean?
Yeah, sorry. Hardcast Souls, Hardcast Rabblemaster. Yeah. I wouldn't bother flashing it back. You just want to get the Rabblemaster in play. Like, obviously, he gets to block the tokens, gain more life, but I'm not sure how relevant that is.
I mean, Justin is all the way up to 54, so he's just going to keep on climbing until Luke finds an answer to this. And it looks like he does have another Faithless Looting.
Wow, did seriously nobody in chat laugh at my doggle joke?
Apparently not.
Come on, people.
Well, we found another Young Pyro.
Okay, well, we did get the deck name changed to Boggles.
Yeah,
so
that's effective.
That's a start. Okay.
So we found Pyro and Arid Mace off this Faithless Looting.
Yeah, I think Luke must be only on 1 or 2 Lilianas.
Yeah, he definitely seems like he would have seen
because he's been through a lot of cards at this point. I think he's what does he cast, like 5 Faithless Lootings now?
I think. Yeah, I think 5. I think he's maybe has 1 more in the yard.
He's got to worry about milling himself at this point.
And we got more spirits.
Okay, that's a good start. Where's the Rancor? Here it is. Here it is. Justin not showing us.
He's not happy about it.
Being a scumbag.
It's Ethereal Armor.
Ethereal Armor. Still gets blocked by Lingering Souls.
It does, but now it's gained 5 power, so it's a 14/14.
Yeah, so
now
Justin is going to be at, what, 68 life?
This does mean that now any unblockable and or trample effects are lethal, which is good.
Yeah.
Somebody said that Lantern players don't laugh. I guess somebody who was talking in the chat is a Lantern player.
That's pretty funny.
All right, well, we found Bedlam Reveler, so that can dig us for some more cards, and we might be able to find Liliana finally.
Yeah, so we play out the Pyro and then the Bedlam, I think. I don't think you because oh well. That's a good question, actually. Do you play out?
No, I don't think you play Pyromancer.
Well, I don't know, because if you play out Pyro, do you have enough toughness on board to block even if Justin top decks a Rancor? Because you want to be able to cast the Liliana this turn if Bedlam draws it.
Right. Well, he is going for the Pyro.
I think this is a fine play. Because if you didn't do this, you'd have to pitch the young Pyro, which is bad if he doesn't draw a Rancor.
Sure. I guess he can still he can cast Reveler and then also Flashback Soul, so he gets a ton of blockers here.
Right, and I think that'll put him above the threshold. Because even if we cast Rancor now, the thing's what, a 14/14?
Yeah.
So Rancor would give it +3.
Yeah.
So it'd be a 17/17.
It'd be a 17.
For 17/15.
Yeah. So we can definitely get enough in front of it to not die on the spot, but 3 not really relevant cards. I mean, he found Souls, which is fine, Bolt and Inquisition. off the Bedlam Reveler, so he can make some more blockers.
Bedlam Reveler has 4 toughness, right?
It does.
So even if Justin top decks a Rancor to give it +3. Wait. Wait, yeah, has Luke missed the Pyro trigger?
I think he. Oh,
there he goes. He's got it. Don't worry, folks. He's safe.
So
he's safe from the media onslaught.
9 toughness in play currently on Luke's side.
Okay, so he can live through Rancor.
No, we're just in there. The problem is now it's basically a top deck war. If Justin finds Rancor or Spirit Mantle first, he probably wins. But if Luke can find a way to remove this Boggle,
jeez, where are these Lilianas? And what is that card in Justin's hand?
I think he's just keeping lands.
Okay.
Well, another null draw step from Luke. Just a land. And Justin's up to 82.
The funniest part about sequences like this is Luke could have drawn the correct cards so many times by now, but he keeps shuffling his library.
Right,
and every time he does it, he just screws himself.
Yeah.
You know? It was right there, Luke.
Justin, he almost got. I think he's trying to get his life total dice in Wooburg order, but is not quite there.
Why did we let him do this? Someone take those off, please. Can someone?
It's fine. We can keep track of his life.
Why?
We have yet more Faithless Lootings to flashback, so I think this is the last one in the yard. Nope. Maybe. I couldn't quite tell. There might be one more. And we found Pyro and
Still no Liliana.
And Blood Moon. No, another Faithless Looting. Never mind. So that's the 4th looting, but still no Liliana. Still no. Did he not bring in other ways to remove a Boggle as well, like no Damnation?
So has he actually cast 6 or 7 Faithless Lootings?
That was the 6th.
Oh my God.
There are 3 in exile currently.
Folks, this is why you come to Top Deck Productions, so you can watch people like Luke never, ever have a good top deck. That's why they call it Top Deck, you know?
We got another Pyromancer. So we got some more blockers, sure. Oh, we got the new. We were thinking about using the new Ixalan Elemental, but decided against it.
I need to get some Goblin Lords from the
I really hope Justin just draws a Spirit Mantle and puts this one away. Like, he's got it.
Well, Mario, think about it like this. Do we really want to watch a Game 3?
That's true. I'm not sure about that.
Well, Game 3, Luke would be on the play, so it probably wouldn't. I think Luke.
And this was on a Mola 5. I mean, obviously, Luke can't really interact with what Justin's doing until he finds Lily.
And remember, Justin was on the play, but he played Dryad Arbor
and
then misplayed terribly by not putting Spider Umbra on the Arbor. This game could have been over a long time ago.
Yes, probably. But it's not, and Justin still has a chance.
Here we are.
So there's, I mean, yeah, I guess even now giving his Boggle flying isn't super relevant because we got Spirits to block that. That'll trim down the number of blockers, but
man, if Luke like goes Manamorphose, Explore, hit another land drop, play Crater Behemoth, he could just go over the top of this Doggles deck, you know?
Could? I'm not even sure if that would be
enough.
I'm not even sure. At this point, I'm not sure if that would be enough. Justin's up to 95.
I think that might be it. Well, if he plays out these Lingering Souls from hand, that might be enough.
I think we've ran out of dice to indicate Justin's life.
Yeah, so put the dice away.
Next turn, we might we'll run out of dice.
Why are we allowing
And
Justin
just a Godless Shrine from Luke. Oh, my goodness. Is there any more Faithless Lootings in there? There is.
So
holy cow.
Make sure you don't use the black. Okay, there you go. Got 3 black left. Think if Luke would have used Mountain and then
he found it.
Oh, he got it.
He got there.
Now let's watch it get stubborn.
It's gonna get stubborn and Nile. It's got it, right? Oh my goodness. All right, here it is.
Oh, the blowout. But now Luke
no response.
Luke actually has.
Oh wait, we got. What?
Justin is pretending. What? Justin, don't fold. You got 95 life.
Yeah. What?
You got 95 life, bud. You got 95 life. Okay.
Okay, well, I guess Justin just decides to concede.
Okay, well, now Liliana's at 3 loyalties, so you lose. Okay.
Yeah.
Folks, that was
a game.
Hell of a match. That was a...
Wow.
Yeah.
So even at 95 life, he probably would have died in like 5-ish turns, maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
So that was a weird one. Justin almost came back there on the tough Mola 5, but...
Folks, we got about 20 minutes left.